Good afternoon, everyone. This is David with Bolivar Live. Well, we're actually down here. Usually we have the bands on Bolivar, but we wanted to give you an update on the weather and let you see what's going on. Right now we're down here. If you're familiar with the curve at 124 and Highway 87, we came down. We noticed the tide had come up through our live webcams, and so we wanted to make a trip down here and see. We have a little low pressure system coming up from the front that's made this cold weather. At least for me it is. I've been in blue jeans now, and if you know me, I'm always a shorts person, but I've actually been wearing blue jeans for about 3 or 4 or 5 days now, and I'm ready to go back to just shorts and flip-flops. Haven't given up my flip-flops yet, but I can tell you I've been in blue jeans. Down here at the Highway 124-87 interchange curve, and there's the cross that everyone knows here at the curve. But wanted to talk real quick about what's going on. We've got a low pressure system off this front that's coming up the coast, and it looks like it's going to cross the Galveston Bolivar area, either over us in the bay or a little offshore. Probably, and I'm not a weather person, this is my interpretation, probably around midnight, give or take a little bit. And so we're going to have some winds. We've already got, last time I checked, we had winds 22 gusting to 34. And I think they may go up a little bit depending on where this thing goes, tracks up the coast. But with the winds comes elevated tides, and the tides have really been low compared to what they are now. And they're above normal now, probably, looking at the cams and stuff and looking at the along Highway 87. And it's not close to Highway 87 yet, but we could see an increase. And so we're going to be monitoring Highway 87, the beachfront, and the weather in general throughout the evening tonight. And so we may come back if we want to give you an update and let you know what's going on down here. But they did extend the coastal flood. The National Weather Service extended the coastal flood advisory till 3 a.m. And I think it was till about midnight or so, maybe, before, and now they've extended it to about 3 a.m. And when I was just looking at the weather maps, it looks like that front's crossed the coastline, and then the low that spun off it is actually about due east of Corpus and Ingleside area down south. And so it's going to be coming up the coast throughout the evening. And like I said, I think it's going to cross us, if I'm figuring my Z times right, probably around midnight, 1 o'clock to about midnight, 1 o'clock maybe. From 11 to about 1 is what I'm figuring. And so we're going to be monitoring everything. I'm going to be watching my webcams, and you'll be able to see the same thing I am. Just go to our website, BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. And I've been looking at the Sunrise Beach Cam and the Crystal Beach Surf Cam are the two that I was watching. The Sunrise Beach Cam gives you a pretty good shot down the beach so you can see how close it is to the trash can or the dunes area, what dunes we have left from Burl. And then the Crystal Beach Surf Cam's actually a straight on shot, and more beach and just the surf area. And so we're going to be monitoring that. We're going to be watching the weather maps and letting you know exactly what we're seeing. If there's anything we need to let you know, then we'll come back in, or we may just come in and give you an update a little bit later on as it gets later, and we can tell more of what's going on down here. And definitely we're going to be watching, you know, the beachfront, Highway 87 and all that to let you know exactly what's happening, because that's what we do. We're here letting you know, keeping you connected, whether you're down here or if you have a property down here or you're planning on coming down. I will say this is a fast moving thing, and by 9-10 o'clock tomorrow, everything's going to be past us, and I think we're going to have a pretty decent weekend, a pretty nice weekend. So if you've got weekend plans, don't give up on them yet. Just if you're coming down this evening, plan on playing some board games, go out and eat at one of the area restaurants and enjoy your time here. You may not just be able to walk the beach this evening. I actually had a high school buddy down the first of the week. In fact, they were here when that front came through, but he said, man, we still loved walking on the beach, and we'd grab our coffee. We may not go out early like we typically do, but we still walked the beach, and it was still nice to get out. He said we did read some books. He said his wife read a book, and he piddled around. They were down in their RV, and so, but anyway, just wanted to let you know we're watching what's going on. We're going to keep you informed like we always do. We've been in contact with TxDOT already, Galveston County OEM, and Energy did send me an update, but I don't have it with me right now on a power outage that was postponed, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was for Monday, and they've postponed it, and so I'll have more information on that through the weekend, though, letting you know exactly what's going on with that, if there's any anything you need to know on that, or if I think they've moved it. I think it was scheduled for Monday, and they rescheduled it due to the weather. So anyway, we're going to head on out. Just wanted to let you know what's going on, and that we are going to keep you informed like always. Remember, you can always see Bolivar Live anytime through our 11 live webcams at BolivarPeninsulaTexas.com. We've got the updates through May, except for the Crab Festival. I'm waiting on the music for the Texas Crab Festival for Mother's Day weekend. I ought to have that this weekend sometime, and we'll get that updated. But we've got all the events up until about the middle to the end of May on our event calendar, so you can start making plans there. Also, we've been adding music to the live music calendar. I'm sure we're going to be adding a whole lot more over the next 30 days, so you can see when your favorite bands are playing down here. And if you need any information, please feel free to call the Tourism Center. That's what we're here for, to help you find what you need here on the Upper Texas coast. We ought to be back open in full swing again Monday. I will give you an update on the Good Morning Bolivar. We announced that we're bringing those back starting in February, the second Tuesday of the month. They're going to be at Jose's, and it's going to be tentatively right now. The speakers are in February. We have Anthony with Easy Lift. He's coming in, going to be talking about safety features and what they have to offer. And then on, let's see, March, tentatively now, we have the Battleship Texas coming back to give us an update on that. And then in April, we have Amy with the Lighthouse giving us an update. It's painted now, and what they've done and what their plans are for getting the top rebuilt, and some of the options you have to help support that. And then in May, tentatively, hopefully this next week we get everything lined out, is Keith. Actually, I was in Galveston this morning, and he did a talk there at the Galveston Regional Chamber, Good Morning Galveston, and it was phenomenal. And he's going to come in and do a talk again at the Good Morning Bolivar. And so that's the second Tuesday of each month, I believe at 8 a.m. Doors open, and we'll have more information on that coming up. So anyway, we're going to head on out. We're on Weather Watch, going to keep you connected on what's happening here on the Upper Texas Coast, Bolivar Peninsula. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.